Hello friends, welcome to my channel once again, and in this video I'm going to take you through this practical. It is a KCSE revision guide. So I'm going to take you through this question, whereby the first question is about Mwangaza Training College, which offers 3 courses to students, and the student sits for 3 exams every semester, each exam marked out of 100. The student must have enrolled first. So this statement, the statement here, the student must have enrolled first, is there to tell us which is the mother table. Which is the mother table. That's why it is there. Therefore, this is the primary table. And the others, like courses, exams offered, and exam performance, are the children, all child tables. So these are the tables. A course can be enrolled by many students, and a student can do many exams. This one depicts that there is a many-to-many relationships. One exam can also be done by many students, as shown in exam performance table. Okay, required. You are required to create a database file called Mwangaza College and save it. Create a table structure for each of the 4 tables. Again, you're supposed to relate the 4 tables as required. After that, now you should enter data, but through a form, using a form. Next, using the forms, populate the tables with the records. Okay, now the other one is about creating a query, showing specific details. And the other question is creating a report, a group report. Then the last one is to print performance, exam performance table in landscape, high score query in portrait, and performance report in portrait orientation. Therefore, I'm going to take you through all these questions. Stay watching. So the first question, question A, is about create a database file named Mwangaza College. That is the first question. Therefore, to create a file, just go to start button or start menu, all apps, and you find access here. Here it is. Choose blank database, give it a name, and the name is Mwangaza. What's the name? Remind me kindly. Okay, Mwangaza College. The name is Mwangaza College. Therefore, the next thing is to click here so that we browse for a location. I will save my file on the desktop in a folder known as practical work. Save. After that, create. So you have already created the first file of access, and our table is automatically added. So, but we don't need this table. We will create ours. That is the first step. Number 1 answered. How many marks? 2 marks already. 2 is about creating a table structure for each of the 4 tables, setting most appropriate field as primary key, and choosing the most appropriate data type for each field. So here we are not told to enter the data, but we are just told to create structure for student enrollment, for exams offered, and also for exam performance, and also the first table, which is courses. Now that's what I'm going to do in the database. A table for courses, and this is how you create a table. Create table design. Start entering the field names. The first one is a course. The other field is course description. The one is tuition fee. Tuition fees. Set the data types. For example, course is short text, course description can also be short text, and tuition fee we can set it as currency. As currency. We have also been told to enter the primary key. About here it is course, and you're done. Save. Ctrl+S, save, and the name is courses. Yes. Likewise, create another table and call it students enrollment. And the first field is a student ID. ID. This is the student name, 6, 8, enrolled, course code. Student ID can be a short text, student name short text, sex short text, and we've got date and role. This one can be short, okay, date and time, and course code is a short text. Here the primary field will be the student ID. So do so for all of them. Save. This one is student, students enrollment. Therefore, do so too for all the tables, so that we may continue to the next question. I'll do to all the tables. The tables, this is the data which we shall be having. These are the table structures. We have the courses, whereby we have the short course as a short text, course description and tuition fees. We have the exam, we have the exam performance, and student enrollment. As you have seen, almost all my data types is short text. So if you don't want any conflict with the database, use short text as your data type, not unless it is stated otherwise. For example, you can see my exam code is short text, performance short text, everything almost except the semester. Short text. This one will reduce these database errors which pop up on the screen when you are creating a database. So let us go to the next question. Is relate the 4 tables as required to have one-to-many relationships. Therefore, we are going to create database tools. Remember, you have to close all the tables before creating the database. So create database tools, go to relationships, add these tables on the database by double clicking, double click again the other one, and also that one, close. So here we have 4 tables. What we have to do in order to create a relationship is to identify all the primary, all the foreign keys here, having our parent table to be this. So let us link these tables to parent table. Exam, here we have the courses, tuition, okay. We have the exam student ID. This one can be connected to that one. And then enforce all referential integrity. Now courses and exams, course description, exam code and exam code, link them, create, and also we have the courses. You can link courses with course code and course here. Course. What else? Course description, tuition fees, student record number, exam ID. Okay, that's how you create a relationship. Then you can save it. Close the relationship. Next question is creating a data entry form for each table. So go to create, under forms, click form wizard, select the first table which is courses, add all of these fields. Next, you can choose a data sheet of justified. I prefer a columnar. Next, the name is course 4. Again, create another form for exam offered. For exams offered, add these records, copy fields, columnar again, exam offered form, finish. Again, create a form wizard from exam performance, add all of them. Next, finish. And the last one is add form for student enrollment. Add all these fields and enrollment form. As you can see, all the forms we have opened them into view or enter information. You don't want to modify the form's design, so it is finish. That's how you create forms. And the forms are used for data entry. Therefore, we shall enter data using forms. Using forms, populate the tables with the records. It's adding records using forms. And this is the procedure. Populating the tables with records. You can check the first table. I'll start with exam offered. In my exam offered, I have got exam code which is 01 and the exam is open. I've also got midterm 02, midterm tab key. I've also got 03 and this is end term. That the data is in the form. Now if I'll open the form exam offered, I'll get all of them here already added. Now the next thing is to add details about courses using a form again. So about the courses, we have the courses form here, and that's therefore the details about the courses. We've got the course, like the first one is sect 01 and tab key sect 01. We've got dsect and description is about secretarial diploma. The amount is 15,000. Enter. Now if I try to open my form, the table about courses, it have already been updated. Therefore, I'm going to feed data to this form record about the courses. After entering tab, the data will be updated in courses table. You can see it is already been updated. We have the DACCT, the D8 and D-sect. Again, now I'm going to enter data for student enrollment. Here is the form, and to check the fields, student ID, name, sex, date enrolled, and course code. For the student name, the first student name ID is sect01, sect 01. Hitting enter key to take me to the next field. Gladys Arrow. The field will take me to female. That one will take me to 12.05/2011, and we've got D-sect. Enter key. I had another student by the name is int 03 Michelle. And the last record is about sect 06 Jane Kamini female, D-sect. Hitting tab key, and now closing the form. Now about the student enrollment table, and all of them are here. All of them have already been, the table has already been updated. The remaining table is about the exam performance, and I'm going to add data there. So exam record 1, students ID is sect 01, and exam code is 01, Mr. 2. The other student is, the other exam record is 2, int 03, 0 exam code is 02, and 2, tab, and then 80. The other student number 8 is done by int 03, and exam code is 03, and it is time 2, and the person's score is 74, and the last record is ACCC 04 03 66. A message: you cannot add or change record because a latent record is required in students enrollment. So the problem occurs here. In student enrollment, we don't have this student. We've got only ACCT 04. Therefore, I have to reduce 1C. Yes, it has worked. Now let us see our table about the exam performance. Here it is. Getting a query that shows only the student name, course description, exam name, exam record number, and exam and score for all students who score greater than 70 marks. So this is what we are going to do. Okay, splitting the screen. So go to create, under query choose query wizard. We want a simple query wizard. Now we want the student name, and we'll only get the student name from the student enrollment. Here it is. We also want the course description, and this one will be found in courses. We also need the exam name, and this one is here. We also need the exam record number, and this is here. We also need the score. Next, show all details. The name of the query is high score. Then you can finish. But now here we can have students who have scored even 66, 65, 74, 70, and here we need only students who scored greater than 75. So we will modify the query by right clicking there and design view, and under the score interior we set it to be greater than 70. Then we save, Ctrl+S, redesign, run. Now we have students who have scored greater than 70 only. That is Gladys, James, Gladys. It is only Gladys and James. And we are done with question F, that we are supposed to create a report that displays every student details and his or her exam performance as follows. Your student details, exam performance. So this, we are going to create the report. Go to create, then choose report wizard, and so just go to you create report wizard. Now what we need is we need the student details. And here you can get the student name, student ID, and the course description can be got from the courses here. You also need the exam performance, that's about the exam name. We need the exam offer, we have exam name. We need the score. What exam name, score, and the average score. Okay, let us first find the score. Now next, don't need to do anything. If you want to add any grouping levels, there is no need of groupings here. Finish. You can choose it as block, outline, then finish. The name of this form is
It is performance exam. Now the name of the form is performance report. Form we are done with that report. Here is our form. All students. Performance report. Print exam performance table in landscape, high score in portrait, performance reporting, portrait orientation. If we're going to open print exam, this is exam performance. Go to file, select print preview, but this one is in portrait, so we need the landscape, which is this one. After clicking that, go to print, select the printer. My printer is HP LaserJet, then click OK. Print the query, open the query high score, go to file again, print preview. It should be in portrait, so just go direct to print, select the printer to be LaserJet Pro. It depends on your printer. Other people have HP, others have there are very many types of printer, but if you don't have any printer, just select the option printer, Microsoft Print to PDF, and then you click OK. This is if you don't have a printer. You'll be directed to put your work somewhere else, and maybe I can call mine is out in case I don't have a printer, and I've already printed into Microsoft. So the other thing is report printing. So open the report again, go to file, print preview. It should be in portrait again. It is already in portrait, and print. Select printer to be HP Laser, and that's okay. Thank you for visiting my channel. I believe you have learned something. If this is your first time to visit my channel, hit the subscribe button and like, and maybe comment suggesting for new videos. Thank you.